Welcome to the ExpandHer Podcast with myself, Sarah-Louise Sutton. I am an intuitive energy healer, channel, Reiki teacher, coach, and mentor, and founder of the Inspirit School of Energy, here to help you on your spiritual journey, to up-level your vibration, to activate your soul and purpose, and ultimately elevate your life and business. It is my intention that through myself and special guests, talking about all things intuition, guidance, channeling, manifesting, healing, and energetics, that you get expanded, you feel inspired, and you receive a giant hug for your soul. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and it is from my heart to yours that I am sending you so much love. Hello, welcome back to the ExpandHer Podcast. As always, thank you so much for being here and being part of this space. It brings me a lot of joy, so thank you so much. And you know, this episode again is really inspired by the readings I did at New Moon, because some of the themes that were coming through were similar to the month before. And although I don't feel like this is necessarily a collective theme or anything like that, it's just something that we are always reminded of by our spirit team. Like, if there was one message that came through more than anything else for my clients and for myself, it would be this message. And like, the headline of this message is to allow yourself to be so much more in your life as it is now. Like, be where you are now in your life, as if where you are in your life was all that you had. And that isn't because you can't have more. That is never the energy behind this message when it comes through, ever. I mean, honestly, your spirit guides and spirit is always the biggest champion of that you really have unlimited potential. So they are never, ever implying that what you have now is it, and you can't have more, and this is all you're ever going to have. But they always just want to remind us that now it's happening. Like, now is your life. Now is actually technically all you do have in this moment. And, you know, we are, because of society and because of, you know, personal wanting to grow, we are so often living in the future, living with our eyes and our head and our thoughts in the future versus like where you are now. It's like, what I mean by that is we're often like, when I have this, I'll feel this way. When I reach this certain financial income, I will feel a certain way. When I have the partner that I am looking for, I will feel a certain way. When I have the success that I'm seeking, I will feel a certain way. When I have purpose in my life, I will feel a certain way. When I have this job that I want, I will feel a certain way. When X, Y, or Z happens, like, you will feel something different to what you feel now. It's like we're waiting to feel good. We're waiting to feel what we want to feel and basing that feeling on something outside of us happening. But the thing is that society has kind of created is that, and our minds have created, is that when we get to that level, when we get to that next thing that we wanted, it's then just like, okay, cool, what's next? And it's just, you know, the milestone, the goal just goes to the next level. Like, how many things, honestly, being really honest with yourself, how many things have you ticked off of, you know, a goal list or something you wanted? How many things have you ticked off, but then you've never really thoroughly enjoyed it? Like, you've never really been in that moment of receiving it. it's just kind of like either taken for granted, not really given much gratitude, or it's just, okay, cool, what's next? Because I know I've done it a lot and I am not alone. Like, it's such a common way of being, is just constantly living for something more, something bigger, something better, something different. It's like that feeling of now is not enough, and not even just now in your life, but you are not enough as you are in this moment. You are not good enough, smart enough, doing good enough at your job, or skilled enough in whatever it is that you're doing. Like, there's always this not enough energy. It's always this going into the future when you will be enough, when you do have enough. And it's like taking away from, at the moment, you are enough. You know enough, you have enough, you are enough. Like, even in the personal development world, whereby the whole purpose is to help you feel better, the whole purpose is to help you feel, more aware of yourself and what you're doing, and your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings, etc. Even in this world that is created to help you feel better, there's always this energy of like, I need to heal more, or like, I'm not healed enough yet, or I need to work on this part of myself, I need to work on this wound, I need to work through this belief, I need to not keep doing this. Or like, there's still an energy of like not enough, not being enough, not having enough, not enough, fundamentally not enough. And the message that just always comes through from our guides is that right now you are enough, you are doing enough, you have enough, your life is enough, everything is already enough. Like, you don't need to heal more before you're ready. You don't need to change those beliefs before you're ready. You don't need to work on yourself in this way or that way before you're good enough, or before you're ready, or before you're able to live in your life and be happy in your life. Like, you are already capable of doing that. You already are enough to do that. Like, there is nothing outside of you that needs to change for you to feel these ways. And this is like the message that comes through from guides so often, is just like, be in your life now, with all it is now. Love yourself, love your life now. It's happening now. Like, this is your life. Like, we spend our entire lives chasing the life that we're trying to build. And actually, there is a quote that Abraham says, and Esther Hicks, that just absolutely nails it. Okay, wait, I'm going to find it. Okay, this is why I love podcasts, because you can just be like, go and get the quote, and then you find the quote, and now I can read you the quote. So here we are. I have the actual quote. A happy life is just a string of happy moments, but most people don't allow the happy moment because they are so busy trying to get a happy life. I mean, mic drop, Abraham. It's literally that in a nutshell. And what our guides are always trying to remind us to do is just be in the happy moments, because that's what creates a happy life. Like, our guides just want us to be with our life now. And like I said before, not because you can't have more, but because, like, you're going to miss it otherwise. You're going to realize at some point, if you're not already doing this, that this is life now, and you will never, even when you get these goals and milestones and feel like you're ticking the boxes of you being enough, even when you do those things, it still won't feel enough when you get there, because the feeling of having enough, of life being enough, of everything being great now, is not something that happens due to outside circumstances. It's something that is cultivated from within. And so even though you might be saying, oh, when I have this success or this level of success, then I'll feel satisfied, or when I have the relationship, then I'll feel satisfied, or when I've healed all these parts of myself, then I'll feel satisfied. Like, even though you could be saying these things, even when you get those things, you will not feel the way you think you'll feel, because that feeling is something that comes from within. It was never, ever, ever about anything outside of you anyway. And so, like, the only way that you can actually really feel satisfied and fulfilled in life is by cultivating those feelings now, with your life, with yourself now? Like, how can you find more peace and happiness with your life now instead of trying to strive for more? And, with that, what our guides always say is that, and I also know this to be true, is that is the energy that attracts the things to you that you want. They are the things that attract it to you anyway. It's like the biggest win-win in life is that the more you enjoy this moment for all it is, right? You can't trick the universe and lie and say, okay, I'm going to pretend I'm enjoying now, but it's really just so that I have more later. You can't trick energy. Like, energy does not lie. So you have to actually feel this way. But the more you love your life now as it is, as you are, like who you are, as you are, with all you have, your life in this moment, if you can squeeze every bit of juice out of your life now, genuinely, you will have so much more coming to you to enjoy and to love. Like, opportunities will come so much easier, like, because you are in the state that attracts these things to you. You are in the state that attracts abundance, the relationship, the success, the whatever it is that you're calling in. That is the state that attracts those things to you. Like, you have to realize that the story that your mind might be playing as to what it is you're looking for, and that will be the thing that fulfills you, that moment isn't going to come unless you feel it now, unless you're practicing this skill and this art of being able to fully be in what you've manifested and created now, because it is a skill. Like, we're not taught it. We're taught to strive for more. We're taught to climb the corporate ladder. We're taught to do better at school. And then the next year it's just starting again. Like, even in this industry, like, how can you heal more? How can you clear all of those beliefs more? Like, how can you be a better person more? How can you do more, have more, be better? Like, it's just constant. It's constant. And it kind of means that we don't have this ability to just be in life now, enjoying it. And it's so much more than just being present. Like, obviously being present in itself is an art form that, we practice through meditation, we practice through mindfulness. But this is about being in your life as if this was all you had. And these are some of the words that come through from spirit guides when I'm like sharing these messages to clients. It's like, what if now was all you had? What if now was all it ever was? Like, this is the energy that they want us to bring to our life now, because this is how we feel satisfied and fulfilled, when we actually just are with life now. Like, this is how we reach those feelings that we're seeking so much in other things. Like, if you're really honest with yourself, are you, and there is no shame here, by the way, no matter which way you are you more focused on the things that are right in your life? Or are you more focused on the things that need improving, could be improved, could be better, etc., in your mind? Like, which of those are you more focused on? And just be really honest with yourself. Like, I'm not judging it, so you just got to be honest with yourself here. Because most people are focused on the things that could still maybe be better, according to them. And like, obviously there's always going to be things that can be improved in life. Like, we are unlimited potential. But like, there is also so much that will be so right. Because the fact that you're listening to a podcast episode on a phone or a computer or with some device, and you can hear and you can see and you have these abilities, like, there's a lot going right that it's just completely taken for granted. And it's like, we don't look at those though. We just look at the things that need improving. We just look at the things that aren't as good as we want them to be, or that other people have better or have more of. That's where we focus. And can you imagine how good it would feel to just focus on the things that are so right? Can you imagine the pressure that comes off your shoulders if you're like, oh, actually, I don't need to try and be better today. I'm already enough. Like, a lot in the healing industry is really kind of, although it's all with good intentions, of course, it's still kind of reminding you or constantly putting pressure on you and us in the collective that there's things that need to be healed. Have you done enough shadow work? Have you gone into your past enough? Have you gone into your traumas enough? Have you healed from this? Have you healed from that? But one thing that guides always say on this subject is that you're enough now. Everything you think is wrong about yourself, all the things that you haven't healed or looked at, all the things and behaviors and beliefs that you don't think are good enough right now, it's like our guides just want you to feel like you're enough now already. You don't need to heal things to be enough. You don't need to fix things to be enough. You're already enough now. You're already more than enough now. You were born enough. You didn't have to do anything after that point to be enough, to be deserving, to be good enough to enjoy your life. You didn't have to do anything after that moment of being born. Can you just let yourself feel that way right now in this moment of you don't need to fix anything else. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to heal more, change that belief, X, Y, or Z. Can you just imagine how freeing it would feel to let that kind of story just go, and that you don't need to worry about that. You don't need to think about that today. No, today just look at your life. Look at what you do have and enjoy those really great moments that are actually more than enough. Can you just be in life that little bit more now? And that line again that always comes through from guides, can you just be in your life as if this was all it was? As if there wasn't a better option? How would you feel then if you knew there wasn't another option out there? Would you look differently at your life? Probably. You'd probably see the things that are good. You'd probably appreciate it more because you're not striving for more. This is why so many celebrities and people that have just really, really hit those enormous, financial business success moments in life, right? The people that you'd look at and be like, well, he hasn't got a problem in life. So many of them turn to this work and turn to spirituality and turn to personal development and this work because they realize they have all of that, but they still aren't satisfied. They still aren't fulfilled because the goalpost just keeps moving, and it's never the goalpost anyway. It's that ability to just be in life now and be with life now. And it's just a skill that we are not taught. We're not taught to just live this bit of life and enjoy this bit of life. And even people that aren't necessarily very ambitious, still, this is still a skill. I'm not just talking to really ambitious people here. I'm really not. Maybe for you it's about the healing. Maybe you feel like you still need to do more healing and there's still more things that you need to clean up and sort out before you'll feel enough. It doesn't just have to be success or money that I'm referring to. There are so many parts of life that you might not realize there's a story of when I'm at this level, then I'll feel enough. Your body, for example, when I'm at this certain weight or it looks a certain way, or I can be this flexible, I can do a handstand, or I can do the splits, or I can practice yoga like she does, or I can lift weights that heavy. When I have that, then I'll feel strong enough, or I feel good enough, or I'll feel like I'm happy with my body. There, every single category in life, there are stories that have played and we're taught to play, and that we are brought up playing, basically. And our guides just always, always, always reminding us of now being enough. You right now as you are, everything already enough. And when you have that energy, then the actions that you do take or the inspiration that you do have has such a different energy behind it, because you're not coming from an energy of not enough now. So like if you're working out, but you're working out with this energy of now your body is so more than good enough and you're strong enough and you're happy enough. Like if you are working out from that energy, how much more enjoyable is that workout going to be? How much more, of a nicer experience would that be with that energy versus maybe if you think that you're doing it to get somewhere, to hit a certain goal? Like everything changes when we have that baseline energy as now you are already enough. Like, if you're in your business and you are marketing something and you're talking about something and you are coming from an energy of I'm already enough, my business is already enough, life is already enough. The energy you give off when you're sharing of something is completely different to if you were feeling not enough in that moment. If you were feeling like you needed something else to feel fulfilled, if you needed these sales, if you needed this person to buy what you're selling, if you needed new clients, if you needed money, like the energy behind what you do completely shifts when it's coming from that base level of I am enough. Life is enough. And so like, I always say energy first, everything else second. And this is a great example of what I mean. Like if you are coming from a really beautiful energy now about yourself, about your life, how you feel about your life and yourself, then everything else that happens after that is completely different. And of course, you are like magnetic to more things to be more in love with, more grateful for, and more satisfied and fulfilled with. Like that's just the law of attraction. And it's like, how can we just be in life so much more now? So much more now. Because like this is it. Like this is life and it goes quick. Like you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it trying to get something else. You don't want to miss it trying to be someone else. And like I said, it's not because you can't have more, because you absolutely have unlimited, untapped potential. But you start tapping into that when you are in this energy of now is enough. Like every day, how can I enjoy today more? And it doesn't mean like obviously, do anything dramatic and be like, well, I'm not going to work then, because that wouldn't be great. Like, of course, like, let's be reasonable here. But it's like, okay, how can you enjoy your day at work more? How can you make that even more enjoyable? Like, how can you make your morning more enjoyable? How can you make your morning coffee enjoyable? How can you go to work and enjoy that journey more, or have your business admin sessions even more enjoyable? How can you have, if you have clients, how can you make that more enjoyable? If you're looking after your children, how can you make that more enjoyable? If you are going on a date with your partner, how can you make that more enjoyable? Like, how can you love on your life now and just almost like get out every bit of juice that's in your life now? Because there is so much juice and it's like, we're not squeezing it. Like, we're not. How can we just love on every bit more now? Like everything you're doing can be enjoyed more, have more intention behind it, can have more presence behind it. Like if this was all it ever was, how would you be different in your life? Like this is such a good question to ask yourself. And I get this message a lot myself, being really honest. I get this message a lot. Like I have so much drive always to do more and have more and be bigger and better and all the things. Like I am in this with you 100%, and I think that this is a global thing, not even a small collective of people. But this is something that I have to remind myself of all the time, like because if I'm not being aware of it, if I'm not being present of it, then old habits just slip right back in. Old ways of being just slip right back in. And, this is something that my guides always remind me and always help me come back to time and time and time again, because these habits of conditioning ultimately and of society, they're deep. They're deep. And it's hard to undo those, but you can, with just constant reminders of this, exactly this. This is what I'm very grateful for spirit guides, because they always remind me of this. Whenever I find myself, doing the Capricorn thing that I do. So yeah, grateful for guides for reminding me. And also, this is why I'm also sharing it here, because this is hands down one of the most common things that comes through for people, amongst obviously loads of other things. But it's like, this is just a fundamental, foundational energy that they want us all to hold in life. And like I said, habits come back fast from just being in place so long, of actually navigating the world in a different way, of always not being okay with where you are and always wanting more or being more. Even if you just go on your phone and scroll, it's like you're just shown entirely so many people's lives that look great. And like, that's not natural for us to be exposed to. That's not natural or helpful for us to be exposed to. Like, there was a time where we didn't have access to that. We didn't have access to how other people lived. And so, I do think this is also something that's just got worse and worse and worse and worse, because we are just constantly like ambushed almost with what's not still right, and we're focusing on those things that aren't right versus the things that are right. And there is so much that is right in your life right now. And our guides always just want us to remember so deeply that this is the life experience that we've chosen. Every aspect of it, we've chosen to come here and be emotional beings in this world that we're in. We've chosen this. Like, this is the life that we've chosen, and we're in it now. And yet we're not experiencing it in that way. We're not experiencing it in that way of being in it, right? We're constantly trying to be somewhere else and doing something else and have more. We're not experiencing it as we're meant to be experiencing it. And, like I said, this isn't about giving up on anything that you want. You can have it all. Like, you can have so much more. And the energy that I'm talking about here of being in your life now is what helps that come to you with so much more ease. Like, this is the most magnetic energy to be in. So it like literally is a win-win. This is why I always remind my clients and myself, obviously, is that this is a win-win. Like, you feel better now, you enjoy life more now, and so much more comes to you. And that is the win-win of life. Like, you don't have to sacrifice here. There is no sacrifice in this. It's just we constantly need reminding. Like, constantly. Because like I said, these habits, these ways that we've been brought up, using, they are deeply, deeply ingrained. And so it takes so much awareness, so much reminders, so many reminders even, to kind of keep coming back to this energy time and time and time again. But it can be done. And it feels so good. So good. It's like an enormous weight gets lifted off and you're like, oh yeah, I'm enough. Life is enough. It's good. Let me just be in it a bit more. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you. It felt very important to share. Like I said, this has come through in quite a few of the readings, the new moon readings that I've been doing, as quite a theme. So I felt like it deserved its own episode to just really try to spread this energy and this message to you whenever you need it. Because like I said, we always need these reminders. So yes, hopefully this has helped you to feel this energy and to feel this message come through. And hopefully, yeah, you have got something from this episode. So also, if you haven't seen or heard, don't know if you follow me on any other platforms, but if you haven't seen or heard, I have released a couple of energy healing journeys recently. So one for helping you with your confidence and your authenticity, and the other to help you ground and focus your energy. So these are a energy healing transmission video with like a visualization meditation at the same time. They're longer journeys, they're like 30 minutes, but they are free, and they are, I'll put the links in the show notes for them. Or they are on my website under free tools as well. But yeah, they have had so much love. And so if you haven't already, I definitely just invite you to give them a go. They are basically like meditations on steroids because of the energy that's happening in them too. So yeah, hopefully you will give them a watch and enjoy and get something from it. That is my intention. So I'll put the links in the show notes for those. And yes, as always, let me know how this episode landed for you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch. My DMs are always open. And I love having conversations in there with you. So yeah, feel free to send me a message and to share this episode with anyone you think that might also love it. And also just for podcast in general, share the love. I would be so grateful. So yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening as always. And I am just sending you an enormous amount of love, and hope you have the most beautiful rest of your day. Sending you lots of love.